Good morning, children. Welcome to Moral Science class. Let's go through the life of an orphan boy who get in touch with a close-knit family that transformed his life completely. Listen to the story. A bond of love. The road was jam-packed with the shoppers and office goers. Yet, amidst that busy crowd, I saw a face that brought back many memories, faded old memories of days bygone. It was the face which first gave me my first glimpse of a family and the taste of a sibling's love. 15 long years had passed since I last saw that face. The road was crowded with shoppers and office goers. That is in the middle of that busy crowd, our narrator, that means the person who is narrating the story. So, in the middle of that busy crowd, narrator saw a face. And children, that face brought back many memories, faded old memories of days past. And it was that face which gave him first glimpse of a family and the taste of a sibling's love. That means only through that person our narrator could know the taste of his sibling's love and the value of a family. And it was 15 years since our narrator met that person for last time. Being brought up in an orphanage, there was nothing special about our vacations. Whether it was a short one for 10 days or the 2-month long break, it was all the same for us. All the inmates had the same breakfast, did the same routine work, and spent most of their time playing the regular games. The evenings were scheduled for prayer, study, and sleep. He had brought up in an orphanage, so there were nothing special about their vacations. Whether it was a 10 days vacation or 2 months long break, there was nothing special. It was all the same for them. And children, all the inmates in that orphanage had the same breakfast and they all did the same routine work and spent most of their time by playing the regular games. And the evenings were scheduled for prayer, study, and sleep. There were no other entertainment for them, and it was their routine action. Though we were adequately taken care of in the orphanage, each of us secretly longed for our lost or unknown parents. The timetable and the bells kept reminding us of the monotony of our lives in the orphanage. Children, they all would get much care in the orphanage. Even though they were adequately taken care of in the orphanage, each of them secretly wished for their lost or unknown parents. Their routine action and loneliness life in the orphanage frequently remind them about their lost or unknown parents. But the timetable and the bells kept reminding them of the monotony of their lives in the orphanage, that is, their routine action in the orphanage. There, they were not getting love and care from the parents. They were like caged birds and leading their life without extreme happiness and entertainment. Unlike our situation, our school also had students with parents and above all, a home. The happiness on their faces made most of us orphans envious. Maybe because of this, there never was a healthy relationship between them and us. Their school atmosphere is totally different from orphanage. The school also had students with parents and above all, that is a home. The happiness on their faces made most of us orphans envious. When they saw the happiness on that student's face, the orphans felt jealous on them and desired to get what all they were getting. It might be the reason for their unfriendly relationship between orphans and the students from outside. It was our 10th year in school, and we were already looking forward to the excitement of college life. In the third term of that year, we got a new student in our class. He was new to the school and to the city too. All this made him lonely, and he started approaching me whenever he was in need of something. So it was their 10th year in that school, and they were excitedly waiting for the college life because they knew that in college life they could enjoy well. And in the third term of that year, they got a new student, and he was not only new to the school but also to the city too. And all this made him lonely because he was new there. So he started approaching him, that is, the new student started approaching him whenever he was in need of something. Slowly, this newfound friendship developed, and we started spending more and more time together. Once, he even visited me in the orphanage along with his parents. I was the happiest person in the world on that day. To my surprise, even his parents were very loving towards me. From then on, I was permitted by my warden to visit their house every weekend. See, children, some changes happened in his life when he got a new friend. That new friend frequently visited him in the orphanage along with his parents, and his parents also were loving towards him very much. That time, he was the happiest person in the world. And from then onwards, he was permitted by the warden to visit their house every weekend. From that moment onwards, his life was filled with the light of happiness. During the summer vacation that year, I was granted permission to spend 10 days at my friend's house. It was only then that I met his elder sister and younger brother, who were studying in another school and were staying in a hostel. Children, in the past days, it was not special about their vacation, whether it was 10 days or 2 months. They should follow the same routine in the orphanage. But now, during the summer vacation, he was permitted to spend 10 days at his friend's house. That time, only he met his elder sister and younger brother, who were studying in another school and were staying in a hostel. When they arrived, I noticed the twinkle in my friend's eyes. They all addressed him fondly as Unni. 2 days later, it was the younger brother's birthday. We started our preparations for a small birthday party. When his elder sister and younger brother arrived from hostel, he found that the twinkle in his friend's eyes, that is, the joy and happiness in his friend's eyes, and they all called him fondly as Unni. They all called him lovingly as Unni. 2 days later, it was the younger brother's birthday, so they started their preparations for a small birthday party. While hanging balloons on the tree in front of the house, Unni slipped and fell. He broke his right toe in the fall. This made it very painful for him to walk. So, what happened to Unni? While hanging balloons on the tree in front of the house, he slipped and fell and broke his right toe. Due to this, it was very difficult for him to walk. But in fact, he never had any reason to walk. His brother and sister were always beside him to help him and get things done for him. That is, his brother and sister were always beside him and helped him to do everything. They take care of him very well. Sometimes they even seemed to know beforehand what Unni would need and took care of it. That is, sometimes they would do anything before Unni asked that. This was something very new to me. The kind of oneness they felt within themselves brought tears to my eyes. Their intense love and care towards each other brought tears to his eyes, and all these were new to him. His mother, who saw this, told me that I too was one among them. Sometimes all three of them would get into a loud quarrel, but their standoff never seemed to last more than an hour. Unni's mother told him that he too was one among them. And sometimes they were seemed to be quarreling each other, but the standoff means stay away, that is keep distance, that is standoff never seemed to last more than an hour. That means their quarreling were never last for a long time. After a few days, Unni recovered and I got an extension to my vacation at his house. A trip was planned to Unni's ancestral home. So after a few days, Unni recovered from the fracture. And he got an extension to his vacation at his house. That means he got a few more days to spend at Unni's house. That time, they planned a trip to Unni's ancestral home. Though we were welcomed by Unni's uncles and aunts, despite the differences in age, there was a bond of love between all of them, especially the cousin brothers and sisters. When they reached there, they all were welcomed by Unni's uncles and aunts. And despite the differences in age, there was a bond of love between all of them, especially between their cousin brothers and sisters. One evening, during a family discussion, Unni's parents surprised me by announcing that they were going to sponsor my further education. My joy knew no bounds. So it was a turning point in his life that one evening, during a family discussion, he heard that Unni's parents were going to sponsor his further education. That time his joy knew no bounds. That means he felt a boundless happiness, an infinite happiness. That vacation taught me the strength of a family, especially the affection and love that siblings have for each other. During my college days, I did try to keep some contact with the Unni's family, but slowly as the years passed, I simply drifted away. So, what did that vacation teach him? The vacation taught him that the strength of a family, especially the affection and love between that siblings. And during his college days, he tried to keep some contact with Unni's families, but slowly it stopped. And now, the glimpse of that face reminded me of that bond I shared long ago. As I woke up from my reverie, I could not find him anywhere near. Dejected, I turned around to see him looking at me intently. The glimpse of that face amidst the crowd reminded him of that bond of love that he shared long ago. And now, when he woke up from his reverie means daydream, as he woke up from his daydream, he could not find Unni anywhere near. Dejected, that means sad and depressed, he turned around to see him, looking at him intently. Without hesitation, he hugged me strong and in his excitement kept repeating my name, Michael, Michael. So, our narrator's name is Michael. When Unni met Michael, without any hesitation, he hugged him strong, and in that excitement, he kept repeating his name, Michael, Michael. We had innumerable stories to exchange. There was surely a lot of catching up to do. They met after a long time, so they had innumerable stories to exchange. There was surely a lot of catching up to do. Catching up means talk to someone whom one has not seen for a long time, so that they had to share each other their memories and happiness of these days. Children, here This story is about an orphan's viewpoint about a family, especially the relationship between brothers and sisters. Here, their bond of love is strong and infinite. Friendship with Unni brought many changes in Michael's life. It taught him the strength of a family and the pure bond of love and affection.